Hello gang, welcome back down to Billy's Bluff. Isn't it fun? What an episode we had last time out, putting in the actual line for actual Billy's Bluff. And I think you'll agree that it came off gangbusters. It's starting to do alright, it's really bedding in now. Coming out of Billy's Bluff, we've got, massive amounts of people waiting, basically. We can even click on it and check. We've still got 66 sitting on the deck, and we'll be walking out of there with a full load. So all of a sudden, the train still needs to probably get a little pump up. However, coming from Chalk Hills, it is only coming just over. It's actually got about 30 people when it comes out of there, so it's still building up a little bit. So once we start to get the people built up, it'll start making good profit, and it almost already is. Okay, so that's really good. The other thing is I shored up a lot of this wall line along here after we jumped off yesterday. Now I know some people do really like to see the decorating and stuff. I put something in just for a photo, and then I started going really ham with it and thought, no, I'll hold out for a bit longer. We'll do a little bit more later, but I wanted to make it look sort of semi proper. Not really a thing, but I wanted to make it look like the cliff face wasn't just going to fall down and these people were just their houses were going to fall over. Basically, is all I'm saying. All right, so that's that done. What are we doing today? Well, weirdly enough, there's a reason why we're going to continue on. We're going to continue on up to here to Cape Hank, and the reason why we're going to continue on to Cape Hank is because what I'm actually establishing here is the ability to have a train line that runs the full spine of this center piece, right? So once we get up to Cape Hank sort of area, we can even probably run a train around into Hidden Valley. However, I was going to run a bus stop, but what we can afford to do is probably run some kind of a freight hub down here, maybe some little short port, or maybe we run the port in here at Cape Hank, just in here. Come around to Kings Pass north and south, or even at White Sands here, and we can start probably sending some food up, and then Kings Pass will get some of that food, and then sending food back down to well, actually, who needs it? No one. No one needs it down here. Hammerhead Bay, but they've got all that food there, but we don't have the ability to make it. Make it or fake it. Yeah, anyway, so the point is not just for the food, but we want to start establishing a spine that goes all the way from Weavers all the way up to here anyway, because we've got a lot more product that needs to be sorted out up here anyway. These guys need food as well, so actually it's probably not a bad thing. We could probably send food up one way and maybe other product down another way. I haven't really looked at it. The main point is to get that line linked in, and we're going to do it by getting passengers in first, and then we can sort of piggyback that passenger line. All right, so right now, how are we going to do this? Well, one more couple of things. I've taken to this track just here across here a little bit. It used to be sitting out over about here. I've moved it about 3 or 4 times, just trying to get the smoothness and the flatness of it like in properly. It just kept going all like humpy and lumpy, and I think I finally got it to where it's got a nice sort of flattish run through there, and it means our viaduct thing isn't as high, but our viaduct is much closer to this road. Anyway, so it took me about 3 or 4 goes to get that in, but you can see we're making fantastic money now. So we should have all right money to get this build done over here. The other thing I've started doing, I love these houses. I love them so much. The other thing I started doing here is I started shoring up the ruins, because these are classified as well, historical. So what I've done is I've actually just put in where is it? The collision. This one here. I've put in the collision tile in and around here. And then we've gone in, I've put in our own sort of building here. Now think of this through the ages as it comes. The Lost Head Castle. Okay? I don't know if it's called that. I'm just saying. But this could be kind of like a souvenir museum gift store in homage to this actual great ruined castle up here. And you can do your castle tours when you get here and so on and so forth. Now, I did say last time out we were going to do some upgrades, so I think today let's kick off things now that we're making some good money by doing the upgrades to these trams, like I said last time that we were going to do. Because we do have a lot of timber sitting on the deck down here. So manage the vehicles. We've got 18 of these vehicles that we're going to replace now with the... now we've got the long cargo variant, or the two. We're just going to stick with... Oh, we could try the longs. If we do the longs, I don't think we need as many though. Let's just do that. Get rid of that. Right, so I just want to make sure it doesn't look absolutely ridiculous. You can probably get a few more on there though, buddy. No, you don't want to. We just speed up time a little bit. Let's see one of these that come in. Yeah, don't worry that they all clip through each other. Okay, so it is going to take a full load. These are fantastic mods, by the way. Who would have thought steam tram cargo variants, you know? Crazy. How are we looking for capacity on here? Okay, can we somehow upgrade our vehicles here? Because this is a production that we need to keep rolling. Replace these selected vehicles with a cargo type. Now, we are currently using the European horse-drawn carriage, which is this one here, which is 4. We now have the ability to take 5. This one does 20. Okay, as long as you can just take that. You're only taking planks, so you should be fine. Okay, it's only... Look, I say this, at only one more sort of product per horse more, from 4 to 5, it's still, when you think about it, we've got 18 of these on board, so it's still an extra 18 we're sending down the line at a faster rate. The other good thing is, I think it was the smarter thing to do was to put these, go back to this speed now, was to put these on the 3 ones, because it means we're going to get more timber down here to this factory, right? So we're going to have more stored of that. And the other thing is, one more thing in the notebook for today's notebook start-off, kick-off thing. The other thing I want to show you is, okay, so there's 23 there. Hopefully it will mean we start to ramp up production here. Just give me a bit faster speed. What it is doing is it's sending less of that. There is something exciting I do want to tell you that happened inadvertently. There's something that okay, you've got 2 there. Something that we thought may not happen. Yeah, okay, now it's cooking. You've got 27. Are you losing some? Here's a big load coming in. Oh, isn't it ever? MB yards filling up. And then you still only walked out of there with 28. Alright, so what the exciting news is, if we come over to Weaver's Watch here, if we come up to here, I was like, why are there tools sitting up here at the freight station? Well, they're getting delivered to Weaver's Watch. And I thought, well, the train pulls in here, and it's only got road connection to there. Like, that is it. That is your connection. So I had a look, and it's just enough connection just to kick into some tools factories. Alright, so we are actually sending timber and some tools back now, which is fantastic. The other thing is Peel Point is getting some tools now too. They're actually getting not a bad supply of tools. So at some point, I don't know if we're going to let them chew into the farmland or if we're going to sort of retain them a little bit and push them to grow out this way. And I think I want to do the latter. I want them to push out sort of up around this way when they grow. And they sort of are. Oh, we've got a big building there now. Anyway, so that's the upgrade we're doing today. We're not going to push too many more upgrades at the moment because you know, you could fly in a heap of upgrades all the live long day, but if they all don't come off, you need to know where you've gone wrong and go back and backtrack and fix things a little bit. Right, so first things first, when we come into Cape Hank, we've got to know if we're establishing a train, like a freight hub port down here or down here. And I think the best thing would be to, if we ran a passenger station in here at the back near our bathtub, near the Beats Walking bathtub, take a train, take a bus, Beats Walking. That's our advertising campaign, if anyone didn't notice. Yeah, so I've just got a couple of things I'm trying to figure out here. Is if we're going to send the freight hub to be in line with the passenger hub, or send the freight hub further around. I'm thinking further around here where we're going to have a bit of a port, because this port isn't just going to feed here. This port will feed over to Donny Doo, and it will give us a connection to all of this stuff here outside of Donny Doo as well. Potentially even Dewey Cove, because Dewey Cove is a great sort of port area there as well. So, but when you think about it, so is down here with the Comats factory is. So you can imagine some kind of crazy adventure freight hub we're going to have down here that'll look pretty good. If you think we've gotten through a lot so far, we've hardly even scratched the surface, gang. Right, so I'm thinking that the freight hub will potentially come down here and join up with our big port we'll put in here. So for the moment, we'll put the passenger service down in here where I said. Give me a through and through, please. Now I do want to. What would be really good is if we could have the passenger station link up to where our actual headquarters was. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I don't know if hoot's the right word, but it'd be something. And there is actually one other thing I did want to do. Now, if you come in that way, think about this for a second here. Where are you going to run? Well, the freight line, there has to be a freight line run past these oil fields. But if you run this here, right, you could do some kind of nice mountainous track around this side, and the freight line will actually split and come this way. Yeah, that's a thing. Or the line could come in around. No, I don't want to cut this farm off too much, but it could come down here and tuck in that way, go back around, like another loop, like this one. But I don't really want that. I did go in and upgrade that track, I thought, but maybe it didn't take. Okay, let's just do that now while I think about this for a sec. Pause the game. Pause the game. That's better. Okay, we got the right track in there now. I'm thinking about configuring this already and double tracking it already. The other thing I want to do is I probably want to put a bridge over here, and I want to. We put in a crossing over in Chalk Hills yesterday where the train runs through. I actually want to switch it out to be a bridge as well. Can I have passenger platforms, please? I kind of want to do something a little bit special here as well. Give me the miscellaneous, because we need this. We'll just put two subway connections there and there, right? Because you've only got one subway connection. Maybe you don't need both. Yeah, okay. We'll just run the one subway connection. The other thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this roof. And we want to put in something a little bit different, like one of these roofs. Yeah, exactly. Nice sort of high one. And as we go through the ages, what I am more inclined to do is leave the old sort of front on it. But as we go through, you can see it's got quite a nice big ornate but aged look about it, which I really like. But as we go through the ages, what I also like that it's a really high ceiling as well. Anyway, what I'm saying is as we go through the ages, we might even upgrade the roof, you know, to come into line a little bit further, but we'll see how we go. the point I think now is we need to establish how we're going to do this. And I think the first way is what I'm thinking is we're going to go straight across over to here. Follow that along. So you're going to have sort of twin tracks either side. Then we're going to cut up this way through this. This is going to be a massive, that's a big tunnel if you're going to do that, buddy. Or we could come across here and around this way and wend our way through that way. That's not a bad option. That's a better option. Otherwise, you're going to have a massive tunnel under this mountain, and it's without that's no good. That's no good for anyone. You got Frog Hollow down in here as well. Frog Hollow, for anyone wondering, Frog Hollow is actually going to be in like a little port down here, and it's going to be a connection for all these chumps up and around here to ship stuff in and out. When I said taking stuff down this way last time, that is still a viable option, but it is only for this stuff here. Mind you, we do have a train station to get out of here, but Frog Hollow was meant to be and employed as a bit of a port down here. Right, so we can put our station in now because I think we've got ourselves a route established. We're going to go here. I want it outside I want it in town and outside of here. So what I'm actually going to do, we're going to put this in. I kind of want a big station here. Is that enough? This is always a guessing game because when I play the guessing game, okay, if I put it in about there, then we go configure it, and then I want to have the big passenger building. Have I left myself enough room? And I just haven't. Only just though, by the squeak of your teeth. Okay, so we just give a little bit more clearance then. About there. Try that. Hopefully this time we've got over too far this time. Okay, let's give ourselves a line up here, right? Easiest way to do it, let's put a tree in or something of equal stature. Okay, that's where our track lines up. Right there, okay? At each end. We need you to shift over to be in line with the tree next to it. Okay. 101 measuring. Let's see if this works, okay? So we need you to shift in and be in line with that one there. Let's see if our tree measurement has worked. Oh my gosh, you're back to square one. Only just though. We've got our tree measurement. We know where we need to be. Just to the side. So about there. Okay. It may not be perfect, but it helps. And it's helped. Okay. I want to put you in down the end here actually. Like that. And we'll put another one down this end. And what we'll actually do is we might actually kind of put in a turnaround stop in here. We're going to make this one really fancy, give ourselves a nice sort of grounds as we go on forth. So half the episode will be just on building this one station, but trust me, it will look good and you will like it. You will like it, and if you don't like it, you will learn to love it. Right. We're going to go one. Are you going to future-proof this, buddy? We're going to go 2. 20 meters. I'm going to spin you to be this way. Right, this is perfect so far. I want to get you nice and straight, even though that road kind of isn't. Why can't I get you straight there? I'll tell you what, get rid of this road here for a second. We'll fix all this up very, very shortly. Yeah, okay. Because I want to get what I want. And Ham gets what he wants. Does he? Sometimes Ham gets what he wants. We might even just shift our building. Okay, let's try there. Because you're pretty well in line with that. Now, I'm trying to put this in as a bit of a legacy kind of station, so it kind of Can I move my, relocate it? Excellent. We can relocate that. Relocate that, please. Can we just shift you down to here for a second? It's going to give us a building cost, but I'll just shift you down here for a moment, please. Okay. Just need a little bit more room to maneuver. Right, you can plug back in there for us. You can actually continue to there. Not too far though, because we're going to have track. And in fact, you potentially will either be a crossing or a bridge later on. Right, you can go to there. I don't mind the fact that we had like something like that. Okay. And vice versa, we need a street for our little company. I mean, we don't need one, but I want one. In fact, you could just come down the back here. Oh, that's cheeky, right? Because we might be able to get the AI to squeeze in another... I'll leave that there. Okay, relocate you again for the last time. Now, we are going to put the headquarters here. And then what we'll do is... later on, we'll sort of landscape down in here, our headquarters. We want it to look good, don't we? Do we not? Is that the front entrance there? Yeah. Locate again. Because you want the front entrance sign to be at the front, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, what if we have it so it's landscaped out the front as well? Yeah, okay, put it in here, and that might help stop people building there as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, in here, we'll do a little of a... So you've got connection to all of that, that's perfect. We'll do a little bit of a landscaping 101, right? First of all, let's mow the lawn. You think I'm joking? I'm not. We want grass cut, please. Give me that one. Give me that size. Okay. Cut the grass. And if anyone's wondering, Farming Sim will be returning. I was just having a bit of a seasonal break from it, that's all. They're actually quite big episodes to make, if anyone's ever wondering. It's about a 6 to 7 hour turnaround for a Farming Sim video. Also, let's just terrain flatten this. We don't have to do a lot. Yep, that's perfect. Bring that all to spec, thanks. And then, right, this is how we do it. Why have you got a bit of front bit there? I can put a bush in there, that's fine. Right, let's go back to our paint. Now we want to have, if anyone's ever seen my last series, Lonely Pines, we put in this lawn to make it look like this. Right, bear with me. It's not really strong enough, is it? I kind of need 2 different heights of grass. Yeah, okay. Paint all this, that color. I really need 2 different heights of grass here. Give me this dark one. This will be better. Whether or not I can keep a steady hand will be the actual key to this. Okay, and then you get that effect, right? Got it good. It's quite, it looks a bit silly if it's that long. It is what it is. It is what it is. Is that grass any better? It's just as long. Yeah, unfortunately. It's just a bit too light. We'll leave the long one in, okay? Leave it how it is. I guess spending so long on just some grass. Yeah, but it makes a difference, trust me. So what we do now is we get our assets, we get our fence, right? What we're going to run is I'm really liking this fence here at the moment. but I need to run one of these bushes in here for us. It's going to cover up this section just here, right? Have I made that straight enough? Pretty straight. Okay. Then, okay, hang tight. This grass in here, I actually want to make a fake path. I know I painted that grass in so perfectly, but just hang tight, people, hang tight. We might even put one of these cobbled sort of paved sections in just like this. Right? Either side. Okay. Lovely. Ah, bugger. You've kind of stuffed that, haven't you? Kind of did, to be honest. You might be alright. We'll be okay. Okay, we've got an autosave going on, so that's okay. Right, so that's, if you can think about, people can walk in and around that way. Leah, you get it. You understand. In fact, we might actually just take out the end ones. Yeah, take out the end pieces. That'll be enough. Okay, so that's that done. Next job is to put in the picket fence. We'll go with this picket fence, please. Now, I want to pretend that there's some kind of a gate here. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go from there to there. Down to that corner. Same on this end. Okay, and then we do it from here, okay? Just bear with me. Collision off. I don't know why collision on doesn't even work, but it doesn't. Okay, and don't adjust the height for me. Okay, and then you're going to come to here. All right, same again here. Now, if you're watching this and going, get on with the build, this is the style of gameplay I am sometimes. I like to do a little bit of editing and stuff, bring the stuff alive a little bit. And anyone wondering or looking for good editing can see how it works. Right. Good editing, how it works? Is that what we're going with? Well, if anyone wants to see how I do my editing, you can see how I do it. Right. And then we take those bits out there. So it makes it look like there's a bit of the gate area. And then the mowing man can get into his mowing. All right. You get it. You're starting to get a bit of a an idea now. Right. And then we're quite not finished because what I want to do is just fence off this area. Like such. Down the back here. To there. To there. Okay. Right. And that's sort of like our grand station coming in to where are we? Cape Hank. All right. And you start to get an idea of what we're after here. All right. Very ornate. Very nice. Well done. Let's put some track in now. It's the bit people are probably mostly screaming for. Look, I like the decoration stuff. I have a feel, it just feels like it makes stuff come alive, especially if we do a bit of period sort of building and then it comes through the ages and it's sort of just kept how it is from the 1800s all the way into the 2000s. I just like stuff like that. Let's change this track out while we've got it going on here now. Just while I remember. Now, I'm not going to... I could be putting, you know, dual tracks in with dual old mates already, but we just don't need to at the moment. Right. Let's start from this way. Okay. Knowing that we're going to have a train that needs to turn around. Okay, let's do the easy part first, which is like getting the train track established, right? So we're going to come around this way. We're going to shoot over to that way. Interesting. That's the height you're at there. Oh, yeah, okay, we're running that height there. See how you go. This is going to be expensive to put a bridge in like there. You know that, right? Well, $500,000. And then you're coming around here. It's going to be lower down here anyway. So at some point you need to come down. That looks really fantastic. I love how extreme that looks. I'm going to take it at that height. We'll work our way down later. Okay, come to there for me. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm digging that. Okay, and then we're going to start working our way down here a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Yeah, that works for me. You can come down flat now. Now, I don't know if I really want you to be tunneling that much. So, come to there. Okay. Yeah. Bit of tunnel, bit of knot, bit of tunnel, bit of knot. It's kind of what we're after. And you're going to have a maximum amount of tunnel till you get to here. Still at about 100 and clickety-clack, so that's okay. And we're going to come through this way. How's our height looking? Not too bad. It's at this point now I want to start taking this from here. Okay, because we need to get a happy medium ground. An entrance at 70 is... Ooh, it's going to probably need to be tighter. So an entrance at 60. Right. And then you're probably going to have to start coming up just ever so slightly. Because what you've got here is you've got a big mountain area right here. Actually, what do you do? What happens if you do that? Oh, I tell you what. Yeesh, that's quite tight, isn't it? Yeah. And we don't know what the height difference is around here either. It doesn't look too bad. I think I want to take you just a bit tighter that way. See, that to me is a little bit better. And I don't think our height is too extreme either. That's a tight wind right there, but that's okay. When this whole area is all decorated with the buildings and oil rigs and stuff going on, it's going to be a fun little train ride through here actually to see some of that. That'll be pretty cool. All right, then we've got a very, very sharp approach into here. But that's okay. And then you come out. We're going to come out. We're going to have a turn point here. Or here. Or a loop-de-loop. No loop-de-loops at the moment because we need this area. Okay, we need this area. But what I will do is I'm going to do this now. I'm going to establish this train track now so it's cheaper rather than later. Why wasn't that working? I'm going to establish this in here now. We're going to come around the back side of that. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about coming straight through here. Do it. Just let the town build around it then. Eesh, that's horrible. Okay, so if I... Oh, hang on, you can't, Ham. Yeah, I forgot about that. And I'm looking at the green going, we got heaps of room to get through there. Well, you could come through this way and around the front. Is this all industrial? Yep. Commercial and industrial. So we could run that. Okay. So this is where we're going to run. Now I'm actually going to run side by side. Can I please, Mr. Train Track? Nope. You can do that. Too much curve. Just enough curve. Okay. And then you're going to come around here into the port. And the look I'm going to go for in this place is that of... I'll leave you about... Do you think you could come straight? Don't need to. Oh, well, I'll leave you there like that. The look I'm going for is I want the train to sort of come through the town a little bit, right? Right. And then we potentially will have a line that can come into the stone mine and do like a little miner's sort of train that will come out and establish, whatever. Anyway, so when it comes to this town, a couple of things I want to do here. I want to, firstly, we've got a crossing there. Can I have a crossing here without you ruining the track for me? You just dip down, so that's fine. As long as you don't dip and ruin the track. And then secondly, we're going to put a bridge in. 4. You've got to go 4 high. And what we do is we do that. So you get your old matey. And then we click off that, click back on that. And we go down. And we make it solid ground. Okay. Now, that doesn't necessarily need to be there now. But I'm going to put it in now. And in fact, I'm going to just do this now to see how much you affect. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, well, I'll tell you what I want to do here. Just bring that like that. Oh, no, you're not going to do that. But you can do this. Am I okay with that? I'm not. I want my viaducts back. Four. Yeah, you're not going to get it there, are you? Are you, buddy? I just don't... I hate... tell the people, what do you hate? I hate just one leg on the bridge. Yeah, don't give me one leg on the bridge, please. I'll fix it later. You get the idea. I mean, we could probably take that one out. It makes no difference. But anyway, we've got enough gap. I can play with that later. You get the idea of what I kind of want in there and what's going to happen. And then... who knows, maybe some sort of downtown roundabout. I'll let the AI deal with that bridge however it wants to deal with it. We've kind of given it a nudge in the direction we want. And so that'll be it from us. In fact, can I just get you a touch smoother, please? I would hardly call that smooth, but whatever. Okay, you get what I mean. Right, something like that. Hopefully the town will grow a bit like that. Right, did we not put that connection in? I really thought we did. Give me that. That was 2 million, by the way. Yeah, crazy. Right, we just need a temporary turnaround ham. You don't need to do anything nutso with it. Where do we want to put it? What are you going to do down this end? Well, it probably needs another bridge, to be honest. Give me the station. No catenary. That's a depot. I want this one, thanks. Yes. Probably about that length. If the AI wants to build up here, you're going to get in the way. Yeah, I know. Bugger. How do we want to do this? It kind of was the best to go out there, way, wasn't it? You could just put your little loop-de-loop in. I was really trying to avoid that, but okay. That's not going to work. I don't want the loop-de-loop. Just back it up here. Okay, and then whatever. If it has to be readjust later, it has to readjust later. Okay. Just has to. I don't want to stuff around with it too long. We want to get this in and dusted and done. The only other thing is we now need to establish a way for this train to turn at this end, which is fine unless we bring the train up. Ooh, out and around and in. Oh, wow. Okay, this is something a little bit different. These are things you got to think of when you're doing this sort of stuff, I guess. If I just configure you for one moment, please, and I put you to run down the outside here, is that going to help at all? I don't think it is. I thought it might have, but it's not going to. Okay. If this is tough. Right. So I want you to come in like this, okay? Let's just establish this for a sec. Keep you flat. Very interesting approach into this. Well, that kind of works. Yeah, just like that. So we're actually going to come around this way, swing into the station and back out. What happened to your dreams and hopes of building, you know, a bridge over here in some city? It is what it is at the moment. Okay, just leave it. Just back off. Give me a waypoint. Yeah, that's it. That's actually just it. That's the line. That is the line. If you look at it overhead, it's the serpent. Okay, look at it, the way it has to wend into Cape Hank. Coming this way, that's... Look, I know that we're making all right money now. We can go back to play, by the way. I know we're making all right money now. What is it? It's we're almost into the 1880s. But you still don't want to be just chunking massive, big $5 million tunnels through here. And that's a boring run. $5 million or whatever it would cost to get through that whole mountain at a reasonable height. Yeah, no thanks. What a boring run. At least this has a bit of character. And if, in fact, if we put a little bit of a mountain here... look, I kind of really wanted to put in a bridge and some sort of old mate and other sort of old mate and other things and whatever. I just don't know if it's going to happen now. Yeah. What about if, yeah, you can say all the whatabouts you want, but... That's kind of what you're dealing with, okay? That was very extreme. That works. Oh, that works. Okay. And then what? Well, I'll show you. We actually have the chance to put in a bit of a bridge here. Come on. Yeah, see? Bridge. Done. In. And then just take that little end off there. See if we can sneak this around. To there. Does it make our track lumpy? I don't think it does, you know. And then we've got some kind of a weird area where we can build stuff in here. And our loop doesn't look so loopy. What about when you build the freight area has to go through here? What ifs, all these what ifs, you know. The one thing I will do though is add in this now. I will add you in definitely in right now. Yeah, I'd say that worked really well. Do I want to have you potentially come into the other side over here as well? Yeah, look, I'll happily just split you around like that for the moment, okay? It's not necessary. But I just want it just in case. I do things sometimes just to future-proof. Other times I forget to do things and future-proof them, but this time we are. And then we don't need you to join up with that. Okay, let's put the line in. Holy snap and duckfish. Now I also fixed this to be Billy's Bluff Coastal Rumbler because that's what I wanted. I did everything incorrectly. And here's the Rumbler coming in now. 50 packs waiting. Is that right? Just 50? It should take pretty much all of them. Well, we'll take 48 of them anyway and leave 2 on the deck. Okay. It is what it is. The other thing you haven't done is you haven't put an around town sort of old mate in for these people. No. No, I haven't, have I? What are you doing, Ham? What are you doing, Ham? Yeah, look, I don't need to do it, I know. Right, well, bus stop. Let's do it. We'll go with the rural. We'll run you to there. We'll do a stop to there. We'll do a stop down at the waterfront. Oh, we've got these guys all the way along here as well. We'll do a stop. The stop doesn't reach that whole way, does it? Doesn't get all the way up there. Holy moly. Where are you guys building to? They're just doing it. Like, everyone wants the oceanside waterfront views. Stop there. Where are we going to get the most out of these stops? There or there? We'll do a stop there. And then back in. Right, let's get this established now. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? We're going to call you... we'll give you that. We're going to call you Cape Hank. Cape Hank, what? City commuter. Bus. Okay, it does lend itself to a bit of a... we don't spell it like that either, buddy. We just do that. It lends itself to a bit of a tram down here, doesn't it? It certainly does. What you can do, which might be quite fun, you can actually maybe, potentially, sneak this in here. Oh, yeah. And then it looks like it's part of the actual train depot itself. Oh, I like it. Okay, yeah. Sure. Integrated as part of the town. Passenger. Now, we do have some passenger things to upgrade to. Being that Cape Hank is the center point of our building, our office, do we want to go out on a limb here and bring the first steam vehicles to this town? There are only 17 clicks. This horse... we got to use them at some point. Let's just go 4. Set them on Cape Hank. I mean, these don't even have tyres, so you can imagine how they are in the wet. You can imagine what they actually... the damage they would do to the road. Look how... look at... they look really unstable. Anyway, oh, they're off and running, so that's good. Next we get our fantastic new line in. Right, it's not a big jaunt, but it is definitely a long enough jaunt. There to there. Yeah. Can't really see with that brightness. Yeah, that works. That really works. and then you'll come in here and you'll do a weird backup here. I really hate this. I don't like it, but look, we'll think of something. Wow, two fantastic new track ride-alongs in a row though, gang. So let's get a train on that. The train has to come from all the way at the other end. Do you want to give that a name as well? Except for line 1. Yeah, well, this will be the Cape Hank to Billy's Bluff. Connection. We'll just put connection. Because I'm out of fresh ideas of what to call it. By train, okay? Yeah. Until I have to come up with a better name. Like, I like the Coastal Rambler, but we can't use the Coastal Rambler twice. Where are we looking? It's all the way down here. So it looks like we're going to be establishing, for this island anyway, a train depot down this way, which means we get to do a fantastic, nice, big train depot build. And you know how I love one of those. Right. Train time. The excitement kicks on. I did go out and purchase some wagons. Like I said I was going to do last time. Steam, where we're at. Now, what have we got this? This is a goods one, the 060 goods. We've got, this one here is for... Did we say this one is for, we didn't say it's for anything. It does 65. Pretty good tractive effort. Maybe we use this one. The 515. French company, MIDI, and the MIDI company give this 040 presentation. The Spanish company is 040 locomotive, early prototype of the model. MIDI 2000, the loco, excellent result on the, okay, Madrid and Henday line, so Nord company. We're going to use it. Okay, we're going to use it. Cost 1.5 million. We do have to think about that cost. Okay. Do have to think about the cost. Yeah. Okay, well I didn't... Yeah, and the not only that, but the upkeep. Maybe we are better off going with one of these. 64 kilonewtons of tractive effort. These have 68, so they're not much different. We could go with the 060. That's the good ones, like I said. Were there not... Did I not have 2 of these variants at one point? If I run this... No, we'll run this one, okay? We will run this one. We'll give it a go. If it's too expensive, we'll switch it out, okay? Surely. We'll just switch it out. Now, passenger wagons... I got these generic passenger coaches from the same modder who did the generic trains, the generic UK trains. We got the generic UK passenger coaches. Fantastic. Okay, these ones look really good. These are from what era? From 1850. We want to go 1865. They take a capacity of 6 at 9 ton. Oh, we've got first class, third class. We've got a brake and luggage van. Stop it. Oh, third class. Okay, different variants. Third class, brake van. Third class, first class. Okay, let's put one first class in, yeah? One first class up front. Was first class down the back or up the front? I have a feeling it was up the front. Do we have a second class, or is it just straight into third class? First class and then third. So we're going the 1 Delta and the 1 Echo. Capacity 12, 18, 24, 30. We're at 62 meters length. We're at a price of 3 million. Let's go. Let's try and get a decent capacity here. Maybe we add another first class in. Do they pay extra for first class? Do we want to add a brake car in? Brake car goes at the front, does it not? Third class front. Do we add first class? I need to get my head around this for a second here. Brake luggage van, that's 2 Foxtrot. Third class brake front. Let's go. But okay, let's put in the first. Let's put in this. I don't know. Third class brake front, 1 Bravo. Don't know if this goes first or not. Let's add it in anyway, and then we'll add a first class wagon. I don't know if that's how it works. We'll add 2 of those, and then we'll add a couple of third class. Is there a third class Delta? I don't know how these are supposed to be numbered and worked, but we're just going to go like this, I think. I think they're just variants to change up the looks of each class, are they? Like they have different styles of windows and stuff, so we could add... does the brake and luggage van go up the back, maybe? Let's add another... Yeah, that's a rear, okay. And that's a front. Gotcha. So let's add a couple of more third classes then. Let's go 42 capacity, then we'll add a brake on the rear. Right, that's what we're going. We're going 48 capacity at 4,000,003. Holy moly. Buy that. It's an expensive train. Set it on the Cape Hank Billy's Bluff connection. This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a large ride along today. You're going to have to wait there, buddy, for the turnaround. Okay, excuse me, can we see what's going on here? Little chuffer. Oh, gang. Enjoy this track ride along today. This is going to be a fun one, that's for sure. Let's have a look at how this thing looks. Wow, these guys are going to get sunburnt. I love the detail of all the coal all over their face. As I said, this train might get a switch out. It might be actually too expensive for what we need. And I probably have a feeling I want to use one of these. Wow, we got trains going everywhere. How fun is this? But I love these wagons. Especially these brake wagons. That's what I was after. Sort of brake wagon front, brake wagon back. Then we've got... Oh, first class have curtains, do they? Oh, first class have got the red tinted out windows. And then cattle class at the back. I'm liking it, eh? I'm liking the mod. So enjoy this track ride along today anyway. Thanks for joining me for another fantastic episode. This should be a bit of fun anyway. Look, we got there in the end. A bit of decorating was taken today. A bit of track laying. So I like to mix it up a little bit. Not just straight up passenger, but we got a lot done. So anyway, come on. We want to get moving here. This is a long track ride along otherwise. What we're going to do is we're going to do the down and up. So this is going to be an extremely long track ride along today. Considering that we haven't even started. So, like I said, we're going to do from Billy's Bluff down to Cape Hank, and then from Cape Hank back up to Billy's Bluff, because I want to see that turnaround happen and in place. Come on, Came. While that's doing, let's just see, make sure that we're going to head the right way with the money as well, because at the moment we've got a lot of money just sitting on the deck, losing it. Right? Yeah, that's the Cape Hank train going. Looks great though. Great train. Love it. I'd like to give them a little umbrella maybe at least so they could just, you know, look at the smoke pour out over the top of, oh, it looks great. These passenger wagons look fantastic. Really chuffed with that. All these people are like, ooh, that's a nice train. Ooh, wish we could get on that. I wish we could get on any train. That's what they're saying. All right, Ham, shut up. Let the people enjoy the ride along today. We're going to go from where? We're going to go from... Is it... The smoke goes up really high, so we could probably go from about here. No, the smoke really pours out thick. Yeah, we'll do the track ride along from here then. That's it. From Hank and I, stay safe wherever you are, stay glued to your screen, and make sure you do hit that like and subscribe button to help a fella out and his dog. No, it does help, and thanks for being here and enjoying this with me, and we'll see you guys very soon for the next one. That's it. Get out of here. Let's take a look at your screen. There you go. Okay, I just had to do a little bit of an edit to get this train back on track, gang, so we're off and running again. Enjoy.